Hey, hey, it's Deanna, Sassy Girl Entrepreneur, and we are here today on the Sassy Girl Entrepreneur Show. We are talking about network marketing today. So, if you are in network marketing, if you've thought about network marketing, if you've heard somebody tell you, I know it's a pyramid scheme, stay away from it, right? Which is really, really common. We are going to break that myth. We are going to get real, and I've got with me Réal
We're going to
Andrews.
get real with Réal. Okay, I love it.
Réal, right? I'm stealing your podcast name, I guess, in a sense. But we have Réal Andrews with us. He is an award or an Emmy Award actor, actor on General Hospital. You're an author. You are a fitness expert. You're also a coach, right? You coach people on multi-level marketing and network marketing, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I coach people basically to, help them to be their best version of themselves, specifically in network marketing. I coach people to help them. The number one place where people are challenged is enrolling people, sharing their stories, and it's definitely one of my gifts. So I have a thing called Master Recruiter, but I definitely help coach people to, build successful businesses.
I love it. How did you get into network marketing? How did that even come to be? Because you've been in acting for quite a while now. So, have you been in network marketing prior to acting, or did you get into
No, no, it came, I got into network marketing by accident, to be
Okay.
honest with you. Yeah. One of my things I'm very passionate about, is I'm a fitness expert. We've owned, four of our own gyms. And back in the day when I realized that I wanted to offer some, nutritional solutions for my clients, I was actually at a fishing show in Birmingham, Alabama, because I love to fish. And I'll never forget, I'm coming down the escalator, and at the bottom of the escalator, there's this nutrition booth. And I remember going in my head, I'm like, oh my God, what an idiot. What a stupid place to have a nutrition booth. Because this is like Bassmaster. This is a fishing show. And I'm thinking, nobody's even going to stop at that booth. I
Right.
mean, they're all here to find out what the latest fishing tackle is. And, I can't wait to go spend all my money on all this fishing tackle. And sure enough, I kind of would take wide V's past the booth because I just didn't, I didn't want to bother me or whatever. And then about day two or something, I'm walking by and there was this big guy that I now know. He was a Mississippi State trooper. He was like Mr. Tank, right? And that 5 pounds of fat, that yellow fat,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And I actually was in pretty good shape back then. I was thinking, so as I'm walking by his booth, he takes that big thing and he goes slap in my stomach. And he goes, you know what this is? And I go, what? He goes, that's what's around your waist right there.
No, he didn't.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, right. And I'm like, right, and I was like, no, and I kind of get on. So, anyways, about 2-3 days later, I've been running up and down the stairs doing my workouts, getting crazy, and then I remembered this nutrition booth because it was so hot and I got so dehydrated, and I went back there and said, hey, do you guys have anything for hydration? And he said, oh, we got something better than that. And oh yeah, sure you do, right? And he gave me this drink. And oh my God, by the time I got back up to the hotel, I was like, what in the world did he just give me? And I called my wife. I said, honey, get on the internet. What is this anyway? So long story short, fell in love with the products, got involved for the products for my gym. And of course, he kept calling me, want to talk about the business. And I mean, Deanna, it was like, here I am. First and foremost, I never met anybody from Mississippi.
Right.
And to me, Mississippi meant KKK because that was my ignorance, right? I didn't know.
Right.
And so I just didn't like him already.
Right.
And he was constantly calling me, trying to talk to me. And I was like, I used to like, seriously, like, dude, if you call me one more time, I'm going to come through this phone and knock the snot out of you. Like, seriously, and hang up on him.
Yeah.
And, anyways, he was persistent, which is part of the thing. Long story short, we became $1 million income earners with our first company. And we were top enrollers in the 5 out of 6 categories for several years, number one in every category. And we fell in love with it. And that's when I fell in love. And when I saw the business opportunity and was open to that, And then everybody's talking about this stay-at-home mom thing, being able to have your, be the person to imprint your kids and all that. Now, my wife didn't want to be a stay-at-home mom, but she wanted to be a work-from-home mom. So I initially said, okay, I'm going to bring my wife home. And in the process, I brought myself home. I've been a stay-at-home dad for 15 years now. And, was the only dad at every single football practice of my kids. Just amazing things that network marketing does for you.
Yeah.
And when I found out that, I got excited that I wanted to help other men know that there was a solution out there that you could provide for your family and also be the one enjoying the fruits of the labor. It was challenging, to be honest with you, finding champion men. In hindsight, I think because men have egos, they don't want to admit that they need help and stuff like that. And then, I'm not quite sure but and that's where I gravitated. I've always attracted women. They're the powerhouses. And the reason I'm very, for years, because when we talk about your avatar, right, Deanna, usually your avatars go stand in front of the mirror.
Right.
And that person looking back at you is your avatar. So for a long time, when I learned about this avatar, I was trying to make it, me. And it just wasn't driving. It just couldn't work. And then one day I said, you know what? Maybe my avatar is women. All my coaching classes, everything is always like 98% women. So long story short, it was. But it still felt weird to me because I was like, it just feels weird to me that my avatar is women. Especially being a married man, be honest with you. It was weird to me. And maybe that was a lot of stuff in my head until I figured out why I was so passionate about helping women. And the reason is, and I recently just figured this out.
Okay.
My mom was a single mom.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
And I watched her work her butt off. And so I have a soft spot for women and wanting to help them to walk in their power and be everything they deserve to be.
I love hearing that so much because I was a single mom for 18 years and I left a corporate job to launch an at-home business on my own. It was really hard. I have 2 boys, but the reward of being present, like you said, which multi-level marketing or network marketing
it's all the same,
is amazing for that. So when you first made that decision to get into network marketing, were you faced with resistance? Because I know I hear that a lot. People will instantly say, oh, it's a pyramid. Doesn't matter what company it is, right? It's a pyramid scheme. Stay away from it. Did you hear that as well when you first told friends and family that this is what you were going to do?
You know what? I really didn't, Deanna. And here's why. I'll tell you why. I'm on my 3rd company. I like to say this is my final marriage. They were all amazing companies. It just was different parts of my life. They were all very, very pivotal to the journeys in my life. And I have nothing but amazing stuff to say about them. But this is the company I am now is mental wellness where, it's in alignment with who I am. It was just the right place, right time.
Right.
But here's what I'll tell you is I believe this because I coach a lot of people. And here's what I see. There's always people on my team that are always coming to me and coach. People keep telling me it's a pyramid. People keep telling me this. People tell me it's too much. People tell me that. And then there's other people on my team who never, ever come to me with that. I believe if you feel that, it's not the people you're talking to. I can't get people to want a 3-way call. No. You're not comfortable putting people on the 3-way call. So I believe that you're predicting that. And in terms of, resistance, and that's just how I am, but I'm an all-in guy. And what I mean by that, I remember, Deanna, everybody does their pitch with you, right? Oh, I'm going to help you. And, the products, we got a guarantee and a money back guarantee. And I'm a D personality. So when I was in, I was like, dude, you need to stop talking. I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you don't need to talk no more. Hello, pay attention. Because you're going to talk me out of it in a second. Right?
I got in there.
Yeah, right. But I remember looking across the table at that guy. And I didn't care about the guarantee. I didn't care about the products. I didn't care about, what support you were going to give me or not going to give me, because I was not going to fail.
Mm.
I didn't need no guarantee on me,
Yeah.
and that's always been my mindset. And people, unfortunately, I mean, they get into network marketing with the mindset, well, I'm going to give it 60 good days. I'm
Yes.
going to give it a good year shot.
Yeah.
I've had people say, I'm going to give it a shot for 30 days.
Yeah.
Really, dude?
It sounds comparable to when people say, well, I'll try. I don't like
Yeah.
the word try.
No.
Try gives you an out.
Yeah. And in fact, in my world, even with my network marketing team, I started with my gym. I love that you said that. Try, hope, maybe, the C word, which is CANT. They say any of that, they got to drop and give me 3 burpees.
Oh, I hate burpees.
Yeah, no. So they don't say that, but I have no, you're right, because that's giving you, there's no trying, dude.
No,
Just
that's
get it
your right
done.
there. Yep, you're giving yourself an out. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree, and you're absolutely right. So when you're coaching people, when they're signing on to be part of your team, like, how do you help them be successful? How did you become successful? What do you credit that to?
How I became successful is there's a couple things.
Okay.
I'm very coachable.
Mm.
You tell me to go hug a tree, I'm going to hug a tree. It makes my wife crazy because she'd be like, I'll come and I'm doing something or something. She says, what are you doing? I said, I'm doing XYZ. Why are you doing that? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I'm doing it because Sarah told me to do it. What? But didn't you ask her why? No, Sarah makes $45,000 a month. She's the top person in the company. She tells me to do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So that's first and foremost. I'm very coachable. Number 2, and that's what I see myself as an action coach that I take action. Like yesterday, not later. So, like, I'm just an action guy, dude. And so taking action is key. In fact, I believe 98% of success is enjoyed by 2% of the population. And the key to that is the 2% that are successful, they take action. And I don't make excuses. My dad taught me, I don't take excuses. I don't make excuses. I don't take them, not even good ones, not even justified. So to me, that's why I'm successful.
Well,
In terms of coaching people, obviously everybody's not me.
right.
So the reason I have the success I have is I did disc training. So I understand the 4 different personalities. When I first started network marketing, I didn't know about that. And I tried to treat everybody like they're a D.
Yeah.
That didn't work, especially for the C's. But so I understand the different personalities first and foremost. So I can become a chameleon when I'm hanging with the C, But I ask a lot of questions. I make it, not make it. It's not about me. It's about my team. And when you ask questions, like for example, with my first company, just because I'm a grinder, we were doing pretty darn amazing, but our team wasn't growing.
Okay.
Basically we were spinning a lot of plates,
Okay.
okay, to make your business grow. You know what I'm saying? And one day the president of the company flew down, took me to lunch. And he said to me, he said, how's your business going? I said, it's going pretty good. I said, but my team's not really growing. He said, really? Like, that's why he came to see me. He knew.
New, yeah.
He said, he said, have you asked them what they want? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Doesn't everybody want to be the number 1 recruiter in the company? Doesn't everybody want to make $20,000 a month? Doesn't everybody? And he's like, no, they don't. Some people want to make 500 because, as you know, a person who wants to make 500 is completely different work than somebody who wants to make 20. So that was huge for me. I never asked anybody what they wanted. I just figured everybody wanted the top.
The same thing you wanted.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
wasn't it right?
Yeah, so that's a big thing, just asking and making it about my team. One of my favorite things I do, I'll tell you, I have a few things. I do something I do that I've never seen before, and I've been told. I do 16 power hours a week for my team, 3 a day, Monday to Friday, and 1 on Saturday. And I show up for all of them, and they can come. I'm there. We work together. I coach them, so they have that. And one of the biggest things that I've seen that I love. On the first of every month, I use Marco Polo.
Okay.
And they personally send me a video. What's their rank goals for this month? Why do they want to achieve that? Who are they fighting for? What's it going to look like when they achieve these goals? Then I set up a meeting with them and we talk about strategy and stuff. But here's the most important thing. I take all of those video snippets,
yeah,
and I edit them into a video. And every morning when I'm running the stairs, I'm listening to that video in my head. So
oh,
that's what I'm impounding in my head, and that's who I'm fighting for.
that is amazing. I have never heard of anybody doing that. First off, the 16 power hours in a week is insane. But just strategically, how you have incorporated that, right? So that's it's becoming your why. Your why is serving them, and that's your motivation to give them everything that they need. That is, I love that. That is
Thank you.
really honorable. I'm trying to find the right word, but I really believe that's honorable, because it is not about you. You
No.
doing that shows it's a reflection. It has nothing to do with you. Yes, you do reap rewards in that process, but it really is about your team. So how do you grow your team?
By helping them be successful.
What if I didn't know you? What if we just met? I mean, and you're telling me this, right? But I don't know anybody on your team. Or do you work from your team and try to build it out? Or just by meeting you, do they see your sincerity?
Um, I want to make sure I answer this right. So could you clarify a little bit? I'm not quite
Yeah.
getting the question yet.
So let's assume that I am new into network marketing.
Okay.
I've signed on, right? And I want to grow my team. How can I go about growing my team?
So you've joined my team,
Let's say
and you want to
I
join.
want to grow now my team
Well,
beneath. So what do I do?
the first thing is, which is the most important, I immediately have well, it's all virtual now anyways. I have an onboarding session with you. And then, of course, once again, I'm asking some questions. I want to know, do you want to make 500 a month? Do you want to make 1,000? What do you want to make in 2 to 5 years? Why do you want to do this? Painting visions possibly and tied in. And then depending on what their answers are, whether they're a 5% or a 15% or an 80%, that details, and then I'm going to come up with a specific plan of attack for their goals. Here's what it looks like. But, the average person, the 80%ers are really happy, which is awesome, getting their product paid for, making an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. Okay. And that's honestly pretty easy for me. As long as you're coachable and teachable, I help people do that all day long. Now, if you sit down and you say, I want to make $1,000 or more a month, I'm right out of the gates going to let you know, here's what I expect from you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you want me to help you make that kind of money, you need to show up on at least 8 power hours a week. You need to show up on the corporate call. You need to show up on our kickoff call with our mentor, the number one paycheck in the company. And I'm not going to dismiss you or anything. I love you where you are. But if you're not showing up for those things, you're not at the top of the line getting my attention. It's very much, I'm a big believer of both of us need to earn each other's attention. It's a chess move for me. I'm going to move the chess, and you need to move it back. I will not. I've done it. I'm not trying to pull anybody along. I'm just working with the people that are ready to work now. It doesn't mean I'm mad at you. One of the biggest things I learned from my first mentor who made half $500,000 a month, love people where they are. If they just want to get a box of this, or they want to, and I'm a big advocate of that. But if you're coming to me and telling me, and the other thing I do, I learned this, Deanna, from Eric Worre, and it's been a game changer for me. You sit down with me and say you want to, even before we get to the onboarding.
Yeah.
Okay. Even before I enroll you, when we're talking and you're saying, "Oh, coach, I want to make 5,000 miles. I want to life on my own terms," I say, "Awesome." Um, as you know, I believe you do network marketing as well. We get so excited. Oh my God, Deanna, you could be the next thing. You're going to crush this. So you're going to do amazing. Blah, 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 blah. We get so excited. No, 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 no. One of the things I learned from Eric Worre, I literally almost tried to talk you out of it. Deanna, this is going to be really hard. It's going to suck. A lot of people are going to tell you you're crazy. You're going to get all kind of no's, and if you're still in it after I put you through that, I got a champion.
Yeah.
I can work with.
You know where my fault lies personally, right? I am that person that whenever I hear something, and I didn't realize this until I took my Strength Finders personality test, right? And then I'm like, oh, that's why I do it. I'm always listening to things, and in the back of my head, I'm like, I can do it better, smarter, faster, right? So if you would tell me, no, this isn't, oh, now I'm going to step up for the challenge, whether I really want to do it or not. I just want to prove you wrong.
That's a good quality to have. And then when you think about it, at the end of the day, building a network marketing business is these three things, and it hasn't changed. We all have a whole bunch of different shiny things, Clubhouse, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, which is great ways to meet more people. But at the end of the day, this is a person relationship business. And three things. Number one is you need to be able to coachable and all of that, consistency, right? But then the three tools of network marketing: edification, three-way calls, tap rooting. That's it.
Interesting.
That's it.
Yeah.
And if you get good at, and it's interesting, Deanna, in my first company, they actually did a training on this. So I'm not being disrespectful at all. But we know the great thing about network marketing, in my opinion, it's an even playing field. You don't have to know anything. In fact, with my experience, and I mean this in a loving way, so please nobody get offended, because some of these people are my most, the dumber you are, the more successful you can be. And I actually have done a training. If you can be dumb, you can be a millionaire. And one of the ways I train my people, I do it all the time. How do you set up a three-way call? Well, you know what? I don't know much about that, but what I do know is I feel great. And you know what? Let's get on the phone with my girl, Deanna, because she's crushing it. I'm still learning. I want to get your answers, no pressure, and let's go. The problem people have is they run their mouth too much.
Yeah.
They talk too much.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be the movie. They're supposed to be the trailer. Right. And then the tool that you send them, a video to set up the three-way call, that's the preview. And then the three-way call is when they get the movie with your mentor or who's ever coaching you.
You're not supposed to be the movie, you're the trailer.
No, especially when you're new. And when you think about it, how cool is that?
That is really cool.
I don't have to know anything. I just got to say, hey, I don't know. Let's talk to my girl, Deanna.
Right. So who is your ideal teammate? If somebody's listening to this and they want to be on your team, what do they look like? What are they? Who are they?
Absolutely. I know for sure my ideal teammates. I mean, 35 to 65 women, problem solvers, not afraid to live in abundance, big thinkers, hard workers, fun. I look for, and there's also men in that, but I'm just finding my avatar,
right.
It is what it is, dudes. 76% of women that make a 6, 7, 8-figure income do it in network marketing, and 98% of the most successful people in network marketing are women. So because it's a numbers game, if you want to set yourself up for success, that's who I'm looking for. I'm looking for champions who want to make a difference, who want to leave a legacy, who want to be part of something special. My biggest thing, my first two companies, obviously I just wanted to build a team. Yeah. So I would take everything and anything.
Oh,
just keeping it real.
Right.
Right. And
in there, taking every client possible.
Right. Now, in terms of our products, dude, I'll help anything. But the great thing is that And sometimes you're in the position, or sometimes you got to fake it. And I'll share a story of you quick faking it.
Yeah.
It'll blow your mind. But the reality is, my mentor, I learned this from my mentor in my newest company. I'll never forget this. She said, Réal, she said, I'm looking for people fun, big thinkers, positive, not afraid to work hard, not afraid to, live in abundance and all of that, want to leave a legacy. But the most important thing I'm looking for, Réal, is I want people who want to have fun.
Yeah.
Somebody that I could spend a day in a canoe with and not want to hit him over the head with an oar.
I feel that.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
Why would you choose people to work with that you don't like?
Yes.
We already got that in your 9-to-5 job.
Right. Right. You know why? I believe that people do it out of a mindset of scarcity, that they believe that they have to, or they're losing an opportunity. Mm-hmm. Somebody else will take money off of their table if they don't take that person on. And that's
and I've never seen it work out, Deanna. And here's the thing. It's one of those things, and I'll share a story. You have to be able to, and it's challenging, I get it, but you have to be able to walk the walk before you are the walk. And have that confidence. My first mentor, I caught this. Sometimes you catch stuff, right? He was doing a training on recruiting, and he was the guy who makes $500,000 a month. And somebody asked him, said, basically so how do you find how do you recruit so many people? And he said, I don't recruit anybody. They recruit themselves.
Interesting.
Attraction marketing. I mean, if you think of, like, I'm going to use Jordan Adler, for example, because he's my boy.
Okay.
Jordan Adler, Beach Money.
Yeah,
right.
First, but yeah, I know that.
Do you think he has to ever go recruit people, or do you think people are begging to be on his team?
Yeah, they're coming to him.
Right. And you have to, like you said, you don't have to have a scarcity. You got to have that confidence. People will be attracted to confidence and that fire stuff. And I'll share this with you real quick, just give you the kick. So in 2016, right?
Yeah.
I was in the worst place ever. I was highly addicted to opioids, had a really bad hip surgery, alcoholic, the whole deal. And we had built a 7-figure business in our first company, but because I was such a wacko, I wasn't making smart decisions. I walked away from that. And in network marketing, you walk away, your check goes from this to that, like today.
You start all over.
You start all over. Yeah. So I went from that to cutting up hot dogs into 5s, to my wife calling me every Friday. We got $5, butthead. Thanks. Till Monday for food, gas, and everything, and somebody offered me a ticket to go to GoPro. And I didn't know what GoPro was. Eric Ward, GoPro?
Yeah.
And I had no money, like literally, but I took the ticket. Then I had to figure out how to get there. I hitched a ride. My wife scratched up enough money to get me like a flea bit motel 5 miles off from where the event was. I was taking so many painkillers just to be able to hobble 5 miles to and 5 miles back. But once I got to the event, I've got pictures with Jordan Adler, Tom Cheneau, Eric Ward. You look at these pictures, you would have no idea what was going on behind me. Yeah. And I would just hold it together for the day, and then I'd hobble back home. And, I left that event, and in 7 months, I walked across the stage as $100,000 income earner, but at that moment, I was showing up. Like, I just talked to Jordan Adler about this the other day. He was like, dude, I had no idea, but I had to show. You think if I could show up like, oh, my life sucked and I'm this, that I would attract people? No.
But you know what? The biggest key, first off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Your progress. And I heard you say that you've been sober for
2 years, Christmas Day.
That's awesome and amazing. And honestly, congratulations to you. But the thing that you said, the biggest takeaway from that is show up. You got to show up all the time, every single time. And you did that. And
Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. Wow. You just like, and
Thank you.
thank you for being so transparent with that part of your story. I believe that is equally important because people are listening right now. My audience is mainly women, and a lot of them are single moms, and a lot of them, you know, they want that $100,000. They want that freedom, whatever it is that it looks like to them, but keeping it real, right? A lot of people are down on hard times, whether COVID, they've lost their jobs, or, they are divorced or single, trying to figure it out on their own. So, and they're battling different things, like you said, different addictions. That's so common right now. That's so very common. And a lot of that is kept behind closed doors where we don't even know most of the time. So thank you so much for being so transparent with that for everybody. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And to women listening, I mean, hey, listen, I'd love to have you on my team, but if you want, reach out. We'll talk. But in all honesty, to me, network marketing. Here's what I'll say about network marketing. For example, we're mental wellness. So if that gets your cord a little bit, let's talk. But in my opinion, as long as you find something you're passionate about, they have a great comp plan. They have a great vehicle to get the products to your champions, and they have a great community. As long as you do not quit, you cannot fail, in my opinion.
Oh, I love it.
But the key is to find something you're passionate about, something that'll get you up every day. That's the key, okay? Because to me, network marketing, there's no better way to dig yourself out from rock bottom. I've done it.
Yeah.
I'm an Emmy Award-Winning actor, as you know, and people ask me all the time, dude, why would you do network marketing? You're a successful actor. I'll tell you why. 3 reasons. 1, I've been fired before in the movie business. Okay. I just bought a house, bought 2 brand new Yukon XLs. Christmas freaking Eve, my lawyer calls me to tell me that I just got fired. At that time, that's when I realized the power of network marketing. And I vowed I will never, ever, ever give people the power over me to decide. Because in network marketing, you want to make more, you work hard, whatever. The other thing is, in my opinion, there's always an exception, but no matter what you're passionate about, I'll use myself as a fitness expert. There's only one Réal. And there comes a time when you start to burn out.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, what you're passionate about isn't so much fun anymore. And when it becomes, I'm a fitness trainer because I have to, or because I want to, is a big difference. And that's what network marketing does for us. It gives you leverage to oh my God, dude, I wish I had network marketing back in the day when I started as an actor, because trust me, there's some acting roles that I took because I had to, that, oh my God, I wish I could get all that tape and burn it. You know what I'm saying? But now,
I won't ask you which one.
No. But now, because of network marketing, believe it or not, acting is not my A job. Network marketing is. So I get to act because I want to, not because I have to. And it's massively, massively huge. And the last thing I'll share, this really fuels me. And I want to say this because a lot of people don't think about this. My dad was an amazing man. He truly was. So was my mom. But I think specifically my dad, he was this provider. He worked his butt off. He was a fitness expert like myself. That's what I got inspired by that. And he had an amazing plan of attack. He made a lot of money. He saved a lot of money. He bought a nice condo by the water, by the market. So, because he knew when him and mom got old, they could live there and just walk down to the market, the whole deal. He had it all worked out.
Yeah.
But what he didn't have worked out was at 62, he got Parkinson's.
Oh.
And eventually he couldn't train no more. That's all he knew. That's all he had. He didn't have a plan B. So eventually he had to start using up his savings. And when that was gone, he had to sell his house. And when that was gone, him and mom died a $50 cab ride away from each other in 2 different hospitals, and I used to sit at my dad's bed and all the time because I had network marketing in my life. And I tried to get my dad to get into it and he didn't see it. And I used to go, man, Deanna, if my dad had network marketing in his life, would him and, oh God, I don't want to get emotional. I said, would him and mom's final life be different? And the answer is a big yes. They would have been able to grow old together in their house. They would have been able to not sell, because the power of network marketing is we build a residual income that's generational wealth, and people don't think about this, that you're going to get old. And long-term care is about $500 a day for each of you. The average person has $2,500 in their bank account. Hello, you go do the math and see how long you're going to be able to live in your house before you get kicked out. And when I saw that happen, I asked my money guy, I said, well, what if you can't pay? He said, where do you think all the homeless people come from? And I said, hell no, I'm not going out like that. I'm going to grow old in my house with my wife, thanks to network marketing, leave a legacy for my grandkids, because you can will it. And, that to me is the power of network marketing.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for coming on today and sharing everything you did. You dropped a lot of gold nuggets, a lot of different gold nuggets on here. And I truly appreciate you taking the time out. How can people reach you if they want to get in touch with you and be part of your team?
Absolutely. My website, www.réalandrews.com, up in the top right there. Just hit the book a call button and book a virtual coffee date. No pressure. We can hang, we can talk, and see, if I'm the right fit for you, you the right fit for us. And best case scenario, you're going to walk away with some great advice. And follow me on Instagram. All my social media is at Réal Andrews. But that's the best way to get in touch with me.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And all of the links to reach Réal are in the notes. So just scroll down and check it out, and you can just click on those links and reach him directly. So Réal, thank you again so much for taking the time. I truly appreciate it. I love talking to you. I look forward to more of our clubhouse meetings.
Yes. Now I need to have you on my podcast. So have you booked one yet?
I would love to do that. I definitely.
All right. I'll send you a link. I'd love to have you. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless.
You're welcome. Thank you.